Have you ever checked into a hotel room and noticed that almost every bed is dressed in crisp, bright white sheets? Whether you're staying at a budget motel or a five-star luxury resort, the bedding often looks remarkably similar. It's such a common sight that most of us never stop to ask why. After all, white seems like the least practical color for something that's constantly exposed to spills, makeup, dirt, and everyday wear. So why don't hotels use darker colors or patterned sheets that hide stains more easily? As it turns out, those white sheets aren't just about style. They're the result of decades of changes in hospitality, psychology, cleaning technology, and even marketing. Stick around as we uncover why hotels around the world continue to choose white bed sheets, right here on History of Simple Things. Interestingly, hotels didn't always use white bedding. In the early and mid-20th century, many hotels preferred colored sheets, floral patterns, or blankets with busy designs. These fabrics were thought to be more practical because they concealed stains and signs of wear. However, they also made it much harder for guests to judge whether the bedding was truly clean. Everything began to shift during the 1980s and 1990s. Improvements in commercial laundry equipment, stronger detergents, and better bleaching techniques made it much easier to keep white linen spotless without damaging the fabric. Around the same time, luxury hotels started embracing the all-white bed as part of a cleaner, more upscale image. Guests loved the fresh, hotel-like appearance, and before long, hotels across every price range began following the trend. The biggest reason hotels use white sheets is surprisingly simple: trust. Unlike darker fabrics, white leaves nowhere for stains to hide. A single mark, hair, or wrinkle is immediately noticeable. While that sounds like a disadvantage, it actually reassures guests. If the sheets look perfectly white, people naturally assume they've been freshly washed and carefully inspected. This matters because a hotel room isn't just selling a place to sleep, it's selling peace of mind. Guests want to feel confident that no one else has used those sheets since they were cleaned. White bedding provides that visual confirmation almost instantly. Studies in consumer psychology have also found that people commonly associate white with purity, hygiene, and freshness. Hospitals, laboratories, and many healthcare uniforms rely on the same principle. Hotels simply benefit from that familiar association. At first glance, white sheets seem like they'd create endless laundry headaches. Surprisingly, they're often easier to maintain than colored linens. Hotels typically wash thousands of sheets every week using industrial washers that reach high temperatures. White fabrics can safely be cleaned with chlorine bleach or oxygen-based whitening agents without worrying about fading the color. Stubborn stains can also receive stronger treatments that would permanently discolor dyed fabrics. If hotels use multiple colored sheets, they'd need to separate every load by color to prevent dyes from bleeding. White eliminates that entire sorting process, making laundry operations faster and more efficient. Ironically, while stains show up more easily on white sheets, removing those stains is often simpler than restoring faded colored fabrics. There's another reason guests associate white sheets with high-end hotels. They simply look elegant. Bright white bedding reflects more light, making rooms feel larger, brighter, and cleaner. Combined with fluffy pillows and neatly tucked blankets, the bed often becomes the visual centerpiece of the room. Luxury hotels have spent years marketing what many people call the heavenly bed experience. A thick, cloud-like bed dressed almost entirely in white. As travelers began connecting that appearance with comfort and premium service, even smaller hotels adopted the same style. The color itself isn't luxurious. Instead, it's the message it sends, that the hotel is confident enough in its cleaning standards to display every inch of the bedding. White sheets don't just help guests, they help hotel staff as well. During laundry inspections, employees can quickly identify stains that need extra treatment or linens that have become too worn to stay in circulation. Tears, discoloration, and fabric thinning are also easier to notice against a plain white background. Because every sheet looks identical, replacing damaged pieces is much simpler. Hotels don't have to worry about matching shades or discontinued patterns. New sheets blend seamlessly with older ones, helping maintain a consistent appearance across hundreds of rooms. That consistency saves both time and money over the long run. Believe it or not, white sheets may even influence how comfortable guests feel. Our brains often connect bright, clean bedding with relaxation and freshness. Slipping into crisp white sheets can create the impression that the bed is cooler, softer, and more inviting, even if the mattress itself hasn't changed. Many hotels also pair white bedding with soft lighting and neutral-colored rooms. Together, these elements create a calm atmosphere that encourages rest after a long day of traveling. While the sheets don't actually make people sleep better on their own, they help shape the overall experience of comfort. Although some boutique hotels experiment with colorful bedding or decorative duvet covers to match unique themes, white remains the global standard throughout the hospitality industry. Modern commercial laundries are designed around maintaining white linens efficiently, and guest expectations have evolved alongside them. Today, checking into a room with spotless white sheets has become almost synonymous with a professionally cleaned hotel. It's one of those rare cases where practicality, psychology, and branding all point toward the same solution. The next time you walk into a hotel room, those bright white sheets are doing much more than making the bed look nice. They're quietly communicating cleanliness, simplifying laundry operations, reinforcing a sense of luxury, and giving guests confidence before they even unpack their bags. So while white might seem like the riskiest choice for bedding, it's actually one of the smartest decisions the hotel industry has ever made, and one that has helped define the modern hotel experience for millions of travelers around the world. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.